Episode 12 of The Bad Batch was entitled Juggernaut. CX2 returns Omega to Tantus, where Emery tests her blood and confirms that it is what they need. Hemlock then takes Omega to be held with the other young Project Necromancer test subjects. Once the Imperial forces leave Pabu, Crosshair suggests to Hunter and Wrecker that they get the location for Tannis from Rampart, who is imprisoned in an Imperial labor camp on Erebus. With Fee's help, they infiltrate Erebus, hijack a prison transfer vehicle, and escape with Rampart. On Fee's ship, Rampart explains that no one knows Tantus' coordinates, but he's willing to help them find the facility in exchange for not being returned to the labor camp. With only 3 episodes left, the Bad Batch is winding down, and I've said it before, it's going to be a sad day when we have no more Bad Batch episodes, but I am happy that we're going to be going right into Tales of the Empire. You know, some people looked at this as kind of like a filler episode, and I can see that. I can see that it's kind of a lot of information that we already knew. There wasn't a whole lot of new stuff. There wasn't a whole lot of ground that we thought was covered, but they did go back and rescue Rampart, which was interesting. I didn't even know Rampart was still alive. The Empire holding him in a containment prison and not killing him was interesting to find out, and he got the scruffy beard and everything like that, so that was interesting to see his development and where he's come as a character, being the big bad of season 1 of the Bad Batch, all the way kind of circling over to Ouroboros territory, eating its own tail of finishing up the series. We go back to Rampart, but I want to see exactly how much this information is going to help the Bad Batch and what is their ultimate goal, and where are they going to take Omega. We're learning more and more about the M count, about how her blood now needs to fit into Project Necromancer with these other test subjects, that being the key piece, Omega's DNA and her blood. Does this lead to Snoke? Does it lead to Palpatine? Does it lead to those clones that we saw in Mandalorian? You know, where does this lead to? We've got 3 episodes left to finish out this whole series and find out where Dave Filoni wants to take this and leave it in his overall universe. So, not a whole lot to say about this episode. It was interesting, like I said, to see Rampart again, but I'm just curious about how this whole show is going to wrap up, how this series is going to wrap up. That's what's lingering in the back of my mind as I was watching this episode. How is this going to wrap up, and where is this going to take the Bad Batch themselves? And are they even going to survive? Which members of the Bad Batch are going to make it out? I'm curious, what do you think? You can leave a comment down below if you are so inclined. Also, big shout out to the writer of this episode, Ezra Nachman, just because my son is named Ezra, named after Ezra Bridger. So the Ezra's got to stick together. Episode 12 of The Bad Batch, Juggernaut. Like I said, leading into the last couple episodes. Where is this all going? I want to know. If you want to know, stick with us here on Trust in the Force. We're going to be talking about all of these episodes of The Bad Batch as they are released. And I'm always curious what you think. But no matter what, I'm always honored that you could join us.